Yata sankhe prapyate sthanam tada yogai api gamyate. Ekam sankyam cha yogam cha yaha pashyati sa pashyati. One who knows that the position reached by means of renunciation can also be attained by works in devotion service, and who therefore sees the path of works and the path of renunciation are one, sees things as they are. The very important instance in Bhagavatam that Parikshit Maharaj reaches the hermitage of the Samika Rishi. And we all know he unnecessarily got worked up, too much agitated by the will of the Lord. And he put a snake around the neck of Samika Rishi. He asked him, give me water. And Samika Rishi is in a stage of, you can say, renunciation. He has withdrawn himself from this world and is focusing in mind on the Lord. He is also a great realized soul. And there is Parikshit Maharaj. He is also a great devotee, but somehow Krishna's arrangement, at that moment he could not control himself. And he put a snake and he went away. Dead snake. He asked him for water, shouted at him many times. And Samika Rishi said nothing, because he was not even aware of the external situation. ऐसा अभी तो नहीं हो सकता. I don't think anybody can do that. But he was genuinely, totally, you can understand how much he must be in meditation on the Lord, that he was shouting at the door. And king means, he'll have his walking sound also, like bhad, has his everything. His whole presence, he could not make his presence felt. So much he is absorbed. And here is Parikshit Maharaj, man of action. Mistake happened. And he walked away. And when he was on the way back, he was praying to the Lord, my Lord, I made a great mistake today. Because he knew what had happened. And please punish me so severely that I don't do such a mistake again. Generally, all of us will not be there. Sorry, madam. Any mistake happens, what do? Go to the teacher. Sorry, ma'am. Sorry, sir. I said, no, please punish me so that I don't do such a mistake. It's very rare to find people of such integrity. I should be punished. Therefore, great people, when they see some suffering, they see it as a kindness of Krishna. And my Lord, please punish me. When Haridas Thakur was being caned in the 22 marketplaces, he was saying, my Lord, I deserve more. This is nothing. He is being caned to death. And he said, my Lord, I deserve more. This is nothing. I am such a sinful person. Generally, feel I am such a special person. Therefore, when suffering comes, we think why it has come to me. Generally. But actually, a person feels other. He said, Atmakitam Vripakam. This is my own sins which I am suffering. I deserve more. It's very peaceful. And it's a fact actually. It's not that he's imagining something. The fact is that we deserve even punishment for our own rectification. So when he came back to the palace, he was meditating like this. My Lord, please punish me. What did I do? A respectful sage. He must have been in trance. Now he was just going through at that moment he acted, sometimes we knee-jerk, we act. But his situation is different. He is controlled by the Lord, being a great devotee. He lost control on himself for Bhagavatam to come out, just like Arjuna lost control himself for Gita to come out. It is arrangement of the Lord, but just take it externally. Sometimes we do knee-jerk action. On that moment we speak something or we get angry or say. But later we always think introspect. I think I should not have done that. I could have said in that way. Why did I speak like that? Sometimes. So he realized, my God, what did I do? This is not fair. I should not have spoken like that. I should not have done that. What did I do? My Lord, please punish me. This is his meditation going on. So that I don't do such a mistake again. I am a crooked fellow. Such a thing I have done. I have to be punished. And here, look at now Samika Rishi. So Parikshit Maharaj, you can say the person, he's engaged in practical devotion service. And Samika Rishi, we can take more on the other side. He's more of renunciation. Just sitting, withdrawn from the world. Correct? And Parikshit Maharaj is also exalted devotee. He is engaged in practical devotion service. Now Samika Rishi, his son, when he comes to know that such a thing, what is the name of the son? Shringi? Shringi. Mataji knows. So when he comes to know such a thing has happened, what does the son do actually? He is taking bath with his friends in the river. And when he comes to know your father was insulted like this. Huh? And just sometimes it happens, person want to show his power. What does he do? He curses that king. He dare to do that? This king should not even come inside. They should stand outside. The Brahmana, is going all those caste politics. He should have stood outside. They all deserve even he come inside our hermitage. We are Brahmanas. He is a Kshatriya. Typical Kali Yuga Brahmana. But Kali Yuga present Brahmanas have no potency. They are just namesake. He had power. This boy had power. He is not like today's. At least he had some power, some Shakti. And he said that person who had done this king, he put snake on dead snake. A real snake, flying snake, will kill him within 7 days. He gave that curse. And imagine the Shrapa used to be so powerful previously. Whole Mahabharata, if you see, is all Ashirvad and Shrapa only. Even during the war. Why did that? Some Ashirvada was there. Why did that? Some Shrapa was there. You see, Karna was not able to fight, some Shrapa. I know, some Shrapa, Ashirvad. Draupadi was protected, some Ashirvada. Krishna had told him, I'll protect you one day. And she got protected. You see, continuous Shrapa, Ashirvada, Shrapa. Even his chariot got stuck, Karna's chariot. That was also another Shrapa. He was not able to pull out his. And he forgot all the mantras, another Shrapa acting. You see, continuously Shrapa. People had power. Even Gandhari gave that, blessing to Duryodhana? That another blessing. Any other, Shrapa blessing? Mahabharata? Jayadatta had the blessing that one day Pandavas will not be able to fight with him. That's why he protected. He led to the death of Abhimanyu. Correct? Any other Shrapa blessing? All are Bhagavata readers, not Mahabharata readers. Yes. Actually, Mahabharata, Bhagavata narrate both instances sometime, but Bhagavatam is more on spiritual side. So, this has happened, and this boy gives Shrapa, and it is effective. Now, when he comes back home, now meditation today is on that how these two are similar. When he comes back home, this Samika Rishi is sitting. And he is in his deep meditation. The son comes back home, sees father, and he sees around his father's neck the dead snake is there, which he was told it is true. And he starts crying, emotionally worked up. Oh, my father has been insulted like this, sentimentally, and start crying. Ta pa ta pa. And by so much he's crying loudly that his father never heard the king shout, "Give me water." He didn't hear, but he heard this crying. So much loudly he must be crying. Just imagine. And he got up. "What happened, my dear son? Why are you crying?" "Papa, see." Dead snake. He is also a great soul, not easily agitated, very deep. Okay. No, he did this sticking. That's okay. It's not a big thing. No, I cursed him to death. Cursed him to death for this. Then his father scolded him. He's such a great king. We should not do such thing. He's such a great king. He's, told about the king. This king is, protecting the mass. He's representing the Lord. And he has been, assisting. The kings used to give dakshina to the brahmanas, and different ways he has been doing activities. So when he corrected his son as his duty, "My dear son, therefore you should not have done this." Now what about the curse now? So he calls somebody, one of his followers, "Kindly give message to the king, death is coming." So very interesting, at that time Prabhupada writes, both the king and the sage are actually Paramahamsas. Even the sage is not ordinary because he did not get really disturbed by that. It's okay. Death. Aata hai, jata hai. Inform the king. Be ready now, death is coming. Just like we say, no, be ready, we are going to Vrindavan. Just like that, Not very big deal. Ashochan anavashochastam pragyavadam sabhasha se gata sunu agata sunu cha nanu shochanti panditaha. Anybody, death is there will be very disturbed. How to tell the king now? Just like doctors have sometime. You have the patient about to die and you find it, isn't it easy, difficult to tell him whether you have 3 days remaining, 10 days remaining. He just can't hear that. Or sometime when a patient has cancer, it's not easy to tell him, no? Is it difficult? It's difficult. But here the situation is different. Samika Rishi and Parikshit Maharaj both are Paramahamsas, realized souls. He also knows the position. So he's not very, he knows kings will take it properly. Tell king, prepare now. We are going to Vrindavan. Please prepare. Get ready. Trip is coming. You have start packing your bags. So he sends a message to Parikshit Maharaj because had he not informed him, suddenly the snake bite would have come without giving him time for preparation. So he got information. He said, let him be informed. And look at the king now. The king was very happy. Yes, I got a punishment. I did something wrong and I deserve to be punished. And I was praying to the Lord, punish me severely. And I accept the Lord's punishment. He didn't curse the situation. I didn't do anything. A chota mistake hua tha. Prabhupada said he didn't cry over. Generally sometimes in life, little reversal comes. How much we become disturbed. See, every time life will not go like this only. Sometimes everything you will have will be taken away. And death is one of that instance. Sometime before death also it happens. Whatever you have is taken away. Krishna can arrange that. Srila Prabhupada said in his life it happened. His guru had ordered him, take up my mission, spread the mission of Lord Chaitanya all around the world. And Srila Prabhupada was thinking, no, how can I do? I have family, children. And his children became grown up. His wife is also now grown up. Still he was holding on. I think the time is, he was 55-year-old. Still he was holding on. So Krishna arranged something now. He smashed everything. All his business, there was the theft, there was cheating, and some people, they took away everything. Well, nobody wanted to do anything with him. He completely became bankrupt. Out of the situation, Prabhupada was telling this in a class. So Krishna took away everything. So devotee started laughing because of the way he was telling. So Prabhupada said, don't laugh. When it is taken away, it is not so easy. It is very painful. I was reading Prabhupada one of the letters to one of his, really save my honor now. I don't know what to do. There is nothing. I can't pay my workers. I have to close everything now. So at that, completely, Krishna took away everything. He came home in the situation and he saw nobody is interested in him now. Nobody is interested in him. And then he thought, this is Krishna's mercy. Krishna warns. Then Prabhupada many times says, Krishna dragged me to do this. And he took it as a mercy of Krishna. But I understand, at that moment I was feeling little pain. But now I understand, I didn't lose anything. Sometimes Prabhupada used to laugh. I had few sons. Now I have thousands of sons because disciples were very lovingly attached to him. Now I have thousands of sons without the botheration of wife. Sometimes the joke, without a botheration. I got so many children. So anyway, so sometimes Krishna takes away. So Parikshit Maharaj, you look as an exalted person, was not disturbed by that. He took that in a very meaningful way. Prabhupada said he could have counter-cursed that boy. He could have also had the power to curse. If you have tapasya, which Kali Yuga none of us have, we can curse actually. We should not do that, but it will be effective. You wish bad for somebody, therefore sometime somebody a tapasya, people go to him, give ashirvada. He can actually bless. He can actually bless. That's why in devotee community also somebody is going for a service, big service, it takes everybody's bless. Please bless me, I am going for that service. Actually it is true. Srila Prabhupada time also when somebody was going for some big opportunity of preaching, so he took Prabhupada blessing. Prabhupada, all of you also please bless him. So anybody doing tapasya can bless. You understand? Because he has the power to bless. And so Parikshit Maharaj, being an exalted devotee from childhood, had the power to curse that boy. If that small boy can curse because of tapasya he had earned, he also has done whole life tapasya, he can also counter curse. But he did not do that. He did not counter curse. He could have killed that boy. Okay, chalo, he has cursed me, I can kill him. He could have repelled the curse. Prabhupada said he even had the power to stop the effect of that curse. He did not do that also. He could have punished both father and son as a king. Did nothing. He thought it is not beyond my boundary, because of a etiquette. Whatever it is, at the end of the day, I am playing the role of a Kshatriya. And that boy and his father are playing the role of a Brahmana. Kshatriya, as an etiquette, should not insult a Brahmana or attack a Brahmana. So he did not cross the boundary of his etiquette. He is bound by his culture. And then he had nothing else to do now except the curse. He accepted it. He accepted it. And then he has come to the situation where he has to leave the whole kingdom. He has to leave his wife. He has to leave his children's. All things preparing for his death. He did that without any pain. And he came to the banks of the Ganges and he started preparing for his death. So now the question was that one person is renounced. One person was positively acting in devotion service. We don't see them different at all now. Even though externally he was acting and engaged in practical devotion service to the Lord, and this person was renounced already, we see actually he's in an equal platform. He showed it. So sometimes people think, Arjuna's, that is the main question in Bhagavad Gita. One side, Krishna, you're teaching a path of renunciation, that this world, we should renounce all the fruits, we should renounce all the enjoyments, all attachments. Another side, you're saying, do practical devotion service. That looks to be contradictory. One side you're saying give up, one side you're saying do. So it is contradictory. The secret which is again and again repeated in Bhagavad Gita, which is very, very confidential, is that activity of devotion service is actually renunciation. Generally people know two activities, Papa and Punya. Most of the people in society are absorbed in that. Don't do that, that is Papa. Do this is Punya. Correct? People are generally absorbed in that. But there is some kind of activity which is very, very confidential, which is actually, this is karma, that is vikarma. There is some activity which is called akarma. Akarma is the activity of devotional service. An activity which is very, very pleasing to Krishna. And it is beyond any rules of karma, and vikarma is very, very confidential. People are generally acted to external show of renunciation, just like wearing the dress. Correct. What is the difference? You are also wearing, I am also wearing. Dress doesn't make anything. But some people say, no. Vairagya means you should go to the forest and wear langot. Sometimes they don't wear anything also, like a monkey. And sages in the Vedic time used to only eat fruits. Monkey lives only on fruits. And he is naked. Therefore it is called Markat Vairagya. But because his heart is not pure, he is attached to 12 female monkeys. But if you see him sitting on a branch, he looks very good, fully renounced, eating only fruits. So this is not actually which is recommended. What is actually practical in Kali Yuga is practical devotional service. What is not possible in Kali Yuga is dry vairagya. In fact, 5 things are banned in Kali Yuga, which are possible in other yugas. One of the things is karma sannyas, where I go to the forest, throw away my dress, throw away my relations, just sit down meditating on the Lord, is banned in Kali Yuga. There are 5 things banned. One of the things is sannyas. Ashwamedham Gavalambam. Ashwamedh Yagna is banned in Kali Yuga. You cannot do it. Gavalambam, even cow used to be offered in sacrifice, but not like the way they do. Immediately in the yagna they used to give birth to either a man or a young animal, which cannot be done today. Correct? Generally cow They will sacrifice a cow and give birth to a man. There, right on the yagna. Ashwamedha, they will sacrifice a horse and they will give birth to the human being. So, which cannot be done. These things are not possible. There is nobody who can chant the mantras. In fact, even lighting the fire of yagna, they will not use matchstick. So, these all things are not there. It's banned for. One of the other thing is banned is, the Vedavyasa gave children's this Dhritarashtra, Pandu and Vidura are actually his children. These activities are banned in Kali Yuga. You cannot do these activities in Kali Yuga. These are all 5 things which are not recommended in Kali Yuga. These could have been done previously. Previously, people are much more of integrity. Just like we saw Parikshit Maharaj, such a man of integrity. For a small offense, he got such a big punishment, but still he is staying within the bounds. And when he is staying within the bounds of what he should do as a Kshatriya, as a devotee, he got full protection of Krishna. Out of nowhere, Shukdev Goswami came. Correct? So when we are within our bound, what I am supposed to do, dutifully we act. Krishna's protection is there. Krishna's kindness is there inconceivably. At a time of death, just imagine, if the greatest devotee on earth at that time comes when we are all about to leave the world, won't that be the greatest kindness of Krishna? Because he is coming, just like you have to give a very big exam, a physics exam. A Nobel laureate and comes and sits next to you. Right, I am with you. Very easy. Iska kya answer? Okay. There is no way you can give anything wrong. He is a genius on that field. So imagine we have to leave the body and a greatest devotee who is so dear to Lord is sitting next to you. What is the problem? Very easy now to pass that exam. You can just take inspiration from him and pass. True? That's what happened. For 7 days, he kept glorifying Krishna. And Parikshit Maharaj kept hearing. In fact, he says that if you are worried about death, this worry can go away. Shotavya kirtatasya syat ichatam abhayam. If you want to become fearless at the point of death, I advise you one thing. Continuously keep hearing about Krishna. And that's what he did. You were just sitting and hearing. But it was effective because it's not like us. It's a great saint speaking. Heart is full of love of Krishna. And hearing with the words, such spiritually potent words, his love for Krishna intensified more, so much that the last day he said, where is that snake? Where is that snake? Because he wants to leave the body now. He's a samadhi, spiritual world is opened in front of him. Srila Prabhupada ki, Bhagavad Gita ki.